Welcome everybody to the Victory in Biz Success Call on Monday afternoons with Vanessa Raymond. I am your success and confidence coach, and I am so excited to have all of you here today, because today we are going to see what we need to be doing to make sure we get the ROI from this amazing conference we had this weekend. Hello, Shelly, welcome in. I have lots of new faces here today. Melissa's here, Noelle's here, Donna's here, and then I have my good old faithfuls. So good to have everyone back. And from next week, Monday, hi, Sarah, welcome. From next week, Monday, I will be coming to you from California. Rob and I are leaving for Laguna on Friday. So I'm going to be seeing all my California peeps out there, and we're going to have university out there. So lots of big things happening. Wow. Hi, Les. Welcome. Well, I want to jump right in, because we have lots to discuss today and not a lot of time. I want to welcome everyone that's new on the call today. My Monday calls are only 30 minutes because I know we all have lots to do. We come in, we go out, we stay productive. Usually, we would talk about our goals for the week, or we would celebrate something that we did during the week. But today, I want to start by having each of you express to me, what was your number one biggest takeaway from the event this weekend? If you were there, of course. I think you were all there. Yes, everybody here were there. So it doesn't matter whether it's from Friday or Saturday. I want you to share with me your number one biggest takeaway from the event. Who would like to start?
I can.
Noelle.
Sure. The tidbit that caught my eye that I've remembered all weekend was Anthony talking about the YouTube videos, and you don't have to worry about what they think because they're not your audience.
Right. Oh, I love that, Noelle. And I love that she brought that up. That is, of course, so resonated with me, because that is what I teach. Look, you're not going to appeal to everyone. You're not going to be everybody's favorite person. There will always be people that are going to criticize. There are always going to be those people. But remember, those people are not your people. You are going to attract the people that you need to attract, because you are who you are, and people are attracted to you for who you are. Those who are and usually those who are the critical ones are the ones that you should not be paying attention to, because they are sitting home, not doing anything, and have nothing better to do than criticize, right? So I love that. Thank you, Noelle. Donna, would you like to share?
Okay, sure. I don't think it was really any one thing that someone said, but what really came to me in a really big way was how important it is to build the relationships with the right people, and really putting your energy into that. And, I talked with a lot of people about health and pain and dealing with your health, and getting healthier to me is channeling that energy in the right direction. So again, like, it's going to exhaust you if you're trying to build a relationship, kind of the same thing that Noelle was saying, but I think, that it's important to give it time and to really connect, and probably several times, right?
Right. It's never going to be just that. Well, sometimes it could be that one meeting, but most of the time and we're going to talk about this today, the follow-up is so necessary in order to, cement the relationship and really create a relationship. Because after one meeting, and that is why Friday, it was so important to understand that you're going to be meeting all types of people, and they're not all necessarily going to be the next client or the next connection, but there's so many other possibilities. So you want to always keep your mind open to all the possibilities. And yes, Donna, the ones that you don't resonate with, you don't need to spend your energy on those. The time will come, if there is a connection there, that will resonate, because maybe it's just a timing thing, it's an energy thing, it could be a lot of different things. So thanks for sharing that. Awesome. So your number one biggest takeaway from the conference, Suzanne, you like to share?
Yeah, I think mine was with Lila because, I've heard her say before that you want your, introduction time that you have with someone to communicate what you want them to feel after they work with you and to really engage in that feeling and imagine yourself feeling what they want to feel after
Yes.
with you. And I think I finally got it. It's kind of like I've heard it, but it's sunk in more this time. But that was good. And just connecting with people around their feelings. I think when you're marketing people, and
Yes.
that's the
Yes,
biggest
yes, and yes. That is also one of the biggest takeaways I've always gotten from Leela. I've worked with her one-on-one, and I agree with you, Suzanne. Once you really grasp that future feeling concept, and yeah, we're not going to always grasp everything right away. So therefore, it's so important to be at these events and hear what people have to say, because every time I know I share my message, it's a similar message, but the way it's being, so the way Leela said it on Saturday was maybe a different way she might have expressed it before. And this time it really got you, really resonated with you, or you were really ready to hear it. So thank you for sharing that, Suzanne. Jeff.
Well, I've learned that you never know where your path is going to lead. Don't assume that because people may be in a different line of work or come from a different profession that you may not find something in common, because as I discovered during the speed networking, which was really cool, you may just find some commonality with people you don't even expect. So I think that's really great. Just open yourself up, reach out to anybody and everybody, and you just don't know where it's gonna lead. And I think that's awesome.
Right. Come with an open mind. Yes. Thank you, Jeff. Absolutely. Melissa, I know you weren't able to make it yesterday, but is there something from Friday that you would like to express as a takeaway for you?
Absolutely. Not just from Friday, but just to re-engaging after all this time. And as and specifically, I met with on Friday, both Donna and Les. And so they are on my list of people to connect with again. But yes, so many things. I want to repeat what Jeff just said. You never know where your path is going to go, and you'll find something in common, which I found with everyone I did talk to on Friday. It was so great to get back out. I thought I was a very extroverted individual until 2.5 years of not networking. I was tapped into this unknown introverted side of myself. And so I found it was interesting to get back out there. And the biggest thing that's been lacking in my business is continuous marketing. So this is why I'm re-engaging. So it was amazing for me. I really wish I could have stayed for the whole thing, but I was scheduled to be out of town from Sunday on. So I'm glad I made this call today. I just can't rave enough about what I got just from being there Thursday evening and Friday and meeting new people, just practicing, talking about my business has changed complete direction in the last 2.5 years. And it's the first time I've had consistent opportunity to kind of put it out there. And I will say, but I did miss Saturday. However, I have gone on and researched each of the speakers, and I haven't gotten through all of them yet, and found priceless information there from looking at their videos and such. So I want you to know that I'm still taking away things that I was unable to get on Saturday. So I really appreciate the opportunity.
Well, Melissa, fantastic. And I was just so happy to see you again. For those of you who don't know, Melissa's been with us for a while. She's just been a little MIA, busy, going through transitions. So we're very happy to have you back, girl.
Thank you. And as Rob told me in an email, I was member number 243.
There you go. There you go. Shelley, your biggest takeaway from the conference?
Yeah, so I think there's a couple things here. One was just the importance of having my daughter there and just being able to talk as adults and bringing your kids there. For me, that was, yeah, so that was everything. That was impactful. And as we talked about it, we love David's story about the hotel room, right? I mean, how many of you tried that on Sunday? What? You can't go? Anyway, but so I really enjoyed that. But I think the one thing that really stuck out to me, that it was mentioned before, similar to Donna, and it wasn't stated this way, but it's a theme this past week, was the environment wins 100% of the time. And the fact that I need to surround myself continuously with people who are like-minded. And I just felt like these are my people, you know, at Achieve. And I even got to share that quote on Sunday. I'm doing a course with Terry, and one of my homework assignments was to buy someone a meal Sunday morning. And so I met a gentleman at the hotel lobby, bought him, and wow, it completely turned my day around. But using that and sharing it with him as a alcoholic, and he was struggling, and he was just I don't know if you guys saw him in the that Friday night or that Saturday night in the bar after party. He was the one who was drunk, and I avoided him. And then I saw him again Sunday morning, and then I just trying to help him and giving him that quote of, you need to surround yourself with people who the right environment, you know. Anyway, so long story short, it was powerful. Those things remain a theme through my weekend.
Thank you for sharing that, Shelley. That's super powerful. Absolutely. I share this with my children too. I really feel like it's so important that we are selective. Now, we help and we connect and we share and we are friendly, but the people that we hold closest to us should be the ones that uplift us, help us grow, and help us take ourselves to the next level. And yeah, Achieve is that. Thank you, Shelley. Sarah, would you like to share with us?
Absolutely. I found several different pieces to be so impactful, but I came in having worked on my business plan, and from that had made some strategic releases, but also knew I needed to have professional pictures in order to move forward with the speaker one sheet. And that was just such an amazing experience with Shelley. So if you guys need professional pictures, Shelley is your person for that. And then the other part was that I have been posting 3 times a week on YouTube just for people to get to know me. And there had been a piece about it that I was really looking for a new ingredient or a different way. And in that process of listening to Anthony, when I sat in the airport yesterday as the tornado was coming through, and we had to wait for a while longer on the tarmac, it gave me more time to be able to type out the different parts that Anthony was talking about in terms of doing the 1-minute video. And so super hands-on, super applicable. Thank you.
Yes, of course. Oh, Anthony's recipe is amazing. Like that structure, having that structure is just so helpful. It's helped me too. And I'm definitely going to use that more now. Awesome. Kim, hi, honey. We would love for you to share your #1 takeaway from this weekend.
Oh my gosh. The fact that I made it through on Friday. For those that I'm still a little sound sensitive, to back and ditto. If any of you need headshots, I got likely one of the best, if not the best headshot I've had from Shelley. So I back that up, Sarah, and there's a piece that becomes the space. You know, you do that, right? Yes, and that invites that success.
Kim, your connection is a little choppy. We can't entirely hear you.
Okay.
Not sure why.
I'm not sure either. Says my internet connection is unstable. Can you hear me enough now?
Yes.
So I'm stable. My internet connection is not. Okay. I'll pick Friday. There were so many things. I got invited to be on a show. I met several people that my intuition is remarkable in my ability to zero in on what's running the show. And so potentially several clients I've and just some wonderful connections. And now it's time to follow up on those in the next few days. And I thank all of you for being part of this experience with all of us, and Vanessa and Rob for creating it. Yeah.
You're welcome, Kim. Thank you. Thanks for sharing. Yes, connections. All right, we have two more. Mythica, would you like to share your biggest takeaway from the conference with us? I know you're driving, honey. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
I would say yes, but like Kim, I'm not sure how good the connection will be because I'm driving. So I'll just try to be brief. One, the biggest takeaway, the things in the community, right, and the connections that we make. And it's just really the Friday with meeting everybody and being able to help and support the 26 or however many of our fellow members that we met, and even connecting with people that we already knew, but they've pivoted and shifted, and hearing what they're up to, and being like, just remembering that oh my God, Danelle, I haven't seen you forever. How are you doing? And just remembering that heart connection, and that, and even Julie. So this is big. Julie has been to several of the conferences, but she said she enjoyed this conference more than any other one, that there was just more love and heart connection in this conference than any other one that she's done with Achieve. And her, she's very hesitant. So the deepening of the heart was the big takeaway of this particular conference.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mythica. And that is a great reminder, you guys, all of you. Hey, be at every event. Even if you feel like you know everyone there, everyone has things going on, changes happening, and also keeping yourself visible to the rest of the community, the new members that come in. Be there so they can get to know who you are. It's the best way to do that. Liz, you're our last person. If we can quickly do that, and then I want to jump into a few little things we need to talk about. So, Mr. Les Sparks, can you hear me?
Am I unmuted?
No, I hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
All right. So it's kind of hard for me to identify what's the one thing, but for me, as I think about it, what really kind of comes to mind is just the general overall well-being or optimism. Everybody's there, to make a difference and to be a partner to each other as much as we can. So I just thought the camaraderie and how well it ran and the connections I made. I think I just made some deeper connections in general. And I just felt for myself more at ease at this conference. Really enjoyed the power of networking, and I'm just looking forward to following up now. But yeah, I just can't believe how good of a time. I even got unsolicited, suggestions and comments and support, even on a personal level. So I just kind of took that to heart and enjoyed people's willingness just to be of service to each other.
Thank you, Les. Yes, awesome.
Yes.
Thanks for sharing. Absolutely. Now, give me a show of hands for those of you that I can see who has already started their follow-ups. Nice work. All right. So here's the deal. For you to really make this conference. Oh, let me ask this. Who already at the conference scheduled follow-up calls, already got it on the calendar, ready to go? Sarah, Donna, Jeff, Les, yes. Melissa, wonderful, wonderful. That's really, really, and you know, at the Achieve conferences in the past, that's really been difficult for me because I was emceeing and doing everything else. So this one, because we had our MC, I could also spend a little more time connecting with everybody. All right, so let's talk about how you get your ROI out of this conference. Right. Number one, do you know your objective with your follow-ups? If you know your objective with your follow-ups, give me a sparkle fingers. Objectives with your follow-ups. All right, so pretty much everybody has this together. It is very important that when you follow up with people, whether it's via email or whether you're getting on that follow-up call or you're meeting for coffee, that you know exactly what your goal is with that conversation. In the past, this has been something that I had missing because, you know, it's about creating relationships, right? But if that conversation doesn't go anywhere, if that relationship's not going to go anywhere, all right? So make sure you have some sort of next step or call to action for the people that you reconnect with, whether it is to schedule another conversation, whether it is to connect them with someone else, or whether it is to start talking to them about joining Achieve, or whether it is to start talking to them about doing one of your programs, something that you can help them with, or maybe a collaboration project. So I want you to open your mind to the opportunities, but you've now connected with these people at least once. So you should have a clear idea which direction you want that relationship to go in. And you have to show up on that email, at that meeting, on that Zoom call with an objective. Otherwise, you're wasting your time and you're wasting the other person's time. All right, makes sense? Beautiful. Who here, you can give me a hand, needs a little help with that reconnection email? Anybody need? All right, Kim. Feel like you need a little help with that reconnection email. Suzanne, there's a few people that said they feel like they need. So here are the things when you're sending, or if it's a text, it could be a text, it could be an email. Number one, with your email, again, have your goal in mind. What is this message about? Is it about scheduling a meeting? Is it about connecting them with someone else? Or is it maybe getting them on your email list? What is your objective with this email? Have a goal in mind. Then be short and sweet. Do not send them a book. All right, nobody wants a long reconnection email. They're not going to read it. Okay, so keep it short and sweet, and then be genuine and specific. You know, don't make it generic. When you reconnect with people, you need to personalize it. Don't send a group email from your CRM. Okay, please don't do that. Yes, if you want to send information out just to like say, hey, here I am, fine. Send an informational email with some tips or whatever. But if you're going to reconnect with people specifically from the conference, be specific. Call them by name. Tell them what you enjoyed about your first meeting or conversation, or even sometimes I look at that list of people and go, oh, crap, I don't remember what we talked about. I will even sometimes be as specific as saying, you know, I remember your face. I remember meeting with you. I spoke to so many people. I really look forward to reconnecting and getting deeper on what your business is and how I can support you, or vice versa. All right. So, and then have a call to action. Let's schedule a meeting. Here are some dates and times. I would love to reconnect you with someone. I'll follow up with a connection email. Whatever it may be, have a next step for them. If it's someone that you know wants to apply, or someone who wants to join your program, would you like me to send you more information on my programs? Would you like to learn more? Maybe the follow-up email is a little soon for that. It's really going to depend on what level of relationship you have with that person. All right. So be specific. Be personal and make it short and sweet, and be clear on your goal and have a call to action. Does that help? Helpful? All right. All right. Yeah, I think in the past, from what I've learned, is that my biggest mistake was always not having a clear objective with that email or that goal. Make sure you give people something to take action on at the end of that email. And then let me say, are there any questions about this? No? Very clear? Awesome. So, Kim?
Just a question that's related to the conference, but not specifically to that. You'd mentioned that there would be QR codes for David and for Robert, and I checked a little bit. I'm not remembering names right now, but for David,
Okay.
and I don't think JC gave, but the video QR code for that presentation and for David. And
Okay.
I was not able to get them. I didn't have my phone at the time. And so just a voice out for, look forward to finding them on the Facebook page. Thank you.
All right. I will post the QR code for the magazine. That's my plan anyway. Did David Avron have a QR code for something? Yes, he did. Here's what I'll do, Kim, is I'll reach out to David and see if he can repost it on there for us. Anthony Pritchard, I know, sent out an email to everybody who filled out his survey with his stuff. And then I don't know, did JC have something up? I don't think JC had something up, but I'll definitely get you David Avron and my QR code for the magazine. By the way, if you didn't get you don't really need the QR code. If you didn't get your free digital magazine, you can get it at achievesystemspro.com/magazine. So it's the Achieve website /magazine. All right. Suzanne, you had a question?
Yeah, my question was, if they said they were very interested in working with me, but I don't want to just come across like, salesy, would you suggest that I still ask them about their business more or kind of massage it a little bit before I get into that?
It's really going to depend from conversation to conversation. If you feel like they were ready to pull the trigger, I would reach out and say, hey, can we connect by phone and talk about what working together would look like? Mm-hmm. Because that way, you also have an opportunity in the conversation with them to also give them a little love and talk about them before you make your offer.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so I would really, really always suggest that personal conversation and making your offer in a personal conversation, as opposed to just shooting them the information, say, hey, here's my programs, here's where you can sign up.
Right.
That would be my personal suggestion. Anybody else have a suggestion on Suzanne's question? Does that sound good? Awesome. Sarah, were you going to say something?
I find it really helpful to remind them of what they've said to me. So in our conversation, I heard you say, and then repeat back to them, and just you're asking in some ways, just for clarification, did I get that correctly? And then always comes the question of timing. But I like to help them remember that we had that conversation.
Right. Thank you, Sarah. Yes. So when I email people, usually I will say, thanks for sharing that. I usually say, I love the conversation we had at the conference, and you expressed that you were interested in some more information on my program. Would you like to get on a call and talk about it, or would you like me to send you the information via email? Give them the option. I think that's really smart to remind them of the conversation you had with them. Thank you, Sarah. That's why I like to ask. See, I don't remember everything. I don't know everything either. We are here to mastermind and support each other. Jeff says he made 2 appointments and still going through his list. Fabulous. Melissa did her follow-up and have reached out. So guys, we are out of time. Your goal is to do these follow-ups very timely. Within the first 24 to 48 hours, you want to try and connect with everybody, especially the people that expressed that they want to reconnect with you. And then after that, go to the rest of the list and reach out to everyone and thank them for being at the conference and connecting with you, and then give them an opportunity to reconnect, even if you did not have a conversation with them, right? They might also not remember you, but remind them that that's where you met them, at the conference, and that's how you reconnect with everybody. Just before I log off, are there any last questions before we say goodbye? Well, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you again for showing up at the conference. You know, that's my thing. My thing is showing up. You have 60% of the battle won by showing up. How you show up is 80% of the battle. Follow up is the rest. All right. So you guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. Do the follow up during the week. And if you need any support from me, don't hesitate to reach out. Love you guys and girls. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your day.
Bye, everyone. Good to see you.
Bye, everyone.
you,
Good to
Vanessa.
see you. Thanks for being present.
Thank you, Vanessa, for showing up
Thanks,
after the
Jen.
conference.